2 days of competition are done at the Europe semifinal. If you didn't have a chance to catch up on any of the live stream, this is your quick recap from day 2 of competition over in Europe. We're going to start on the men's side where we pick up kind of where we left off. And in event number 2, it was Uldis Upanex who slow plays Luka Vunjak and Lazar Djukic yet again. This time, all three were side by side in the same heat, and through 3 of the 5 rounds, it was Vunjak and Djukic leading the charge. But in the final round, a weight belt mishap on the double unders opened the door for Upanex. Neck and neck with Vunjak, he goes unbroken in the final 20 toes to bar. Sprinting to the front squats, Vunjak gets a costly no rep on his first squat, and for the second consecutive event, Uldis Upanex is your winner on the back of perfect pacing and execution. The women were up next in event number 2, and one of the exciting matchups that everybody came to see was Gabby Magawa against the reigning fittest woman on earth, Laura Horvath, and they did not disappoint. Friends and their training partners, and Gabby is the reigning Europe semifinal champion, and early on, both were content to hang towards the middle of the pack, a strategy that proved successful for the men, and in similar fashion, round 4 is where they made their move. Magawa slightly ahead of Horvath, who took strategic breaks on the toes to bar in round 4, only for Horvath to let it rip on round number 5. The champ went unbroken on the final round. She had no problem with the front squats the entire way, and your reigning fittest woman on earth shows up in a big way to start day 2 with a win and 100 points. Sticking with the individuals and moving over to the men's side, last year's rookie sensation at Europe, Jelle Hoste had a solid but relatively quiet first 2 events, but the man who won 3 events at this very semifinal last season wouldn't stay quiet for long. Hoste came out early, daring anyone to chase him and hoping to reel in Anil Akai's top time from heat number 3. He'd get a push from the Djukic brothers late, but Hoste's pace was just too much. Hoste would get the win and move up into a tie for the overall lead with Lazar Djukic going into Sunday. Over on the women's side, Emma Tall tried to tell us that legless rope climbs were her jam when she won the Alpaca Redux at the games last year. But for those who didn't listen, well, they got a front row seat as she demolished the time to beat, coming in by over a minute to win event 3 going away. The 100 points boosted her into a tight race at the top, as just 6 points separate Gabby Magawa in first from Emma Tall in fourth, as the Indy comp now hits the halfway point. Finishing up with the teams, their competition wrapped up on Saturday, and we do have our batch of 8 qualifiers out of Europe, and it is dominated by the Nordic countries. CrossFit Prasanda Krieger put on an exclamation mark on their weekend with a win in the penultimate event Saturday, while Iorca in second and Holistic in 8th overall made it 3 teams from Sweden heading to Texas for the games, alongside 3 teams from CrossFit Oslo and Norway. CrossFit Butchers Lab from Denmark and C23 CrossFit from Spain rounded out the qualifiers. A big congrats to the 8 teams that did qualify, and another congrats goes out to all of the teams that left it out there on the competition floor the past 2 days out in France. For updated standings and the official leaderboard, be sure to head on over to games.crossfit.com. We'll be back tomorrow to recap everything from the 3rd and final day out at the French Throwdown as the individuals wrap things up with 3 events on Sunday.